I have my Korean mug for the occasion. The best named cafe.
A twosome place?
Yeah. It's like a Korean chain like Starbucks. It's called a twosome place.
All right. Well, don't go in with 3 people because you know what that is.
Yeah. They can't have that. 2 people only. Excuse me, sir. We only allow 2 people in this place.
Your party violates our company policy.
Where does it say that? It's in the name.
For twosomes only, please.
Which would be very awkward if we went to this one. 1 second. From Vietnam.
What's that one? Fuck long. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're gonna fuck long, you don't want to go to a twosome.
Excuse me, sir. You haven't lasted long enough to enter our cafe.
True indeed. I like it.
I feel like we should start a cafe like that where it's certain stats.
I think we should start a cafe where we exclude all the customers from coming in, and you have to fill in a questionnaire. No matter what you answer, you're always wrong. No, sir. Sorry, sir. You do not qualify to come into our coffee shop today.
Do you like most exclusive coffee shop in the world? Yeah. Well, yeah, like I don't know if you heard of that place Berghain in but I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but in Germany there's like a club. It's basically like the most exclusive club, and there's like the bouncers don't let people in. Firstly, when you go in, they make you put, I think, a sticker over your camera on your phone, so like you can't film and take videos inside. And then they I think they have like the strictest rules, but there's no like specific, you need to wear like black shoes and whatever. It's like it's a vibe and feel and a general thing as well. Like there's no specific like suit and tie or something.
Sure.
Or you need to bring in 5 girls with you, or you need to pay whatever. It's like the bouncers decide, and it's based on it's like completely wacky fashion stuff that you have to abide by. Or
I'd get in, bro. The beard gets you everywhere. Gets you in everywhere. People are like, "Oh my God, how long did it take you to grow that beard?" Like, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
30 minutes.
So, yeah, people always want to know about the beard. It's crazy. There's actually a dude I work with who's casually obsessed with it. Like, just mentions it to me every day.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, your beard looked great in that meeting. Thanks." I think it's fine.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's on bordering on creepy, but there you go. It's fine. People in the tech industry tend to be creepy, so that's what happens.
Well, this club is also slightly creepy. It started out hosting a male-only fetish club.
All right, definitely getting in with the beard.
But then, yeah, it's kind of meant to be like certain things go on in there, but it's not necessarily gay. It's more like just a exclusive now, and like in a weird exclusive way. There's like all kinds of things online of like people trying to get in and whatever.
All right.
They denied Conan O'Brien from going in.
As you should.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, there's many issues there. I feel like we should go and see, do we get in? Like individually go and see, do we get in?
We should
coming back with different disguises as well.
Yeah, I think we should. We should try to find these weird spots but there's been multiple like YouTube challenge channels where they're like gonna try and figure out how we get in, and it's just like, yeah. But it's all based on the vibe from the bouncer. There's no like specific, because like here, they like have weird rules of like, oh, you're supposed to wear leather shoes and maybe it's button-up shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas this thing is like, yeah.
It used to be that way here, but I recently saw some photographs from a night out on one of the club's pages, and they had like dudes in Liverpool shirts and Barcelona shirts and stuff like that. I was like, when I went to go to those clubs, you would never get in if you had anything remotely looking like a football shirt on. Like you had to have a proper button-up shirt, good shoes, that kind of stuff, or they wouldn't let you in. Now apparently it's all out the window. So,
what if you bring your Three Lions show?
In this particular part of the world, you would end up in a dumpster. So, no, just
it would actually be fun to make a video of like trying to get into this exclusive German one, but deliberately going like, I don't know, like in a Three Lions full kit.
I mean, you can.
It's Germany though. It's not like they're gonna care.
It's as an Irish person, it's against my religion. So
you can go as a referee.
I'll go as a referee before I go as an English player for sure. Yeah. Go as a priest before I went as a fucking Three Lions player. But anyway,
that would be fun each night to just go in different costumes. Like one night we're in a clown outfit.
Just get turned away, go back to the car, change outfit.
Yeah. Just keep coming back. I mean, I think you have to wait in line for ages too. And also I think it's a place that like goes all night and whatever.
So I mean, we got lots of opportunity. It's all good. We come up with like the 10 wackiest outfits we can think of and then try and get in. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going as Donald Trump. That's gonna get me in. I'm here to make this club great again.
Yeah. That I don't know, but we could. Well, I mean, we'll see. Let's hope it works.
Well, it's Germany. You could also go as Hitler.
I mean, no. That's an option, I guess.
Well, enough about Berghain. Now, how much do you think is the appropriate amount of insurance you should pay on an item $7? Like, I don't know if they have over there where they like every time you try to buy an item, they want to sell you insurance.
That does happen. I would assume the appropriate amount of insurance for a $7 item is $0, because it's only $7 to replace it. So who cares? 50 cents.
Well, a person in Malaysia was charged 2,124 RM, which works out to be around $620.
As insurance for a $7
for a phone screen protector.
Nice. Did they pay it? I mean, what is wrong with these people?
They paid the.
You could have bought just a new phone. I mean, that's crazy talk. But yeah, okay. If that's working for you, then all right. But
well, yeah. So they thought that. They asked for their card and said that it was for insurance.
Okay.
And the person thought that they meant as in like the warranty and registration process.
Okay.
And then when they saw the charge, they questioned why the charge was $2,099 on a 25 item.
Yeah, you would.
But they said it provided coverage for the screen protector in case it got damaged.
So, still a little bit high. I would assume you could literally bulk buy probably 1,000 for that price. So because you wouldn't be paying retail price, you'd be paying, a wholesale price. I'm just imagining. $600 or whatever dollars is way too much.
Well, this gets even weirder. So she questioned why they were paying that much, and the staff then told her they won't charge the full $2,000 extra. and will only charge the $7 for the screen protector. But after they installed the screen protector, they then went ahead and charged her the full amount, including the insurance.
Okay. Well, where was this again? Malaysia?
In Malaysia, yeah.
I'm never getting a screen protector in Malaysia. I think I'm just going to leave the phone. It's fine.
The moral of the story is if you live in Malaysia, don't get a screen protector.
Don't get a screen protector. Yeah, you don't need it because apparently you just buy a new phone it'll be cheaper for you depending on which model you're buying.
Well, she ended up paying 1,575 RM or around $450 because she only had $1,700 or $500 in her bank account.
Again, why are you paying this much money?
Because they charged it even though she didn't.
Yeah, but you can be like, I'm not paying that. I don't want it. Thanks. Just keep it. I'd like go somewhere else and get your screen protector for $5 or whatever it is.
$7, yeah.
Yeah, I think our listeners should be aware screen protectors should not come with insurance for 100 times the price of the screen protector.
Or if you pay like $600 for insurance on your phone, then you don't need a screen protector.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah.
Because you can basically throw your phone around and who cares?
Yeah, that's a good life lesson right there. Or, just buy your own screen protector off Amazon. They're pretty cheap. But I go with what you're saying. If you don't need that much money, because you just buy insurance for the phone. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Anyway, crazy.
Well, we discussed outfits for the club.
We did.
But what's the worst outfit for a wedding?
Oh, like for me, would probably be a wedding dress. If I was just a guest and I turned up in the dress.
As a guest?
Yeah. Just like, hey.
You go to someone's date to a wedding to someone they barely know, and you're the plus one, and then you rock up in your own wedding dress.
It's just like I didn't understand the concept. I went to a store. I was like, need something fancy for a wedding. They were like, is it your wedding? I was like, what? And then I ended up in this dress, but it shows off my cleavage, so I liked it. So there you go.
I did have to pay $3,000 insurance, but
yeah. On this rental, fine.
Well,
yeah.
This man's brother-in-law threatened to wear a clown suit to his wedding as a joke. It's a black tie wedding, and the future brother-in-law is a practical joker of the family.
Okay.
The jokes are always mean, but since he's gotten by 35 years without anyone challenging him, they're funny in quotation marks.
Maybe he identifies as a clown and wants to just be accepted, and so he's going to the wedding to announce himself.
It says he follows through on his jokes to the final degree, as in, I don't think he's just enjoying making me sweat. I've never been the direct target of a joke until now, but they have ranged from leaving a friend sleeping in a foreign country to pouring ice water all over his aunt.
Oh, these aren't jokes. These are just dick moves. Yeah, I don't know. It's unusual. Is it that bad? Because people are gonna be like, look at that dickhead over there in the clown suit. Also, it's his brother-in-law, so it's his sister who's getting married. Or is it a different brother-in-law?
Yeah.
If it's his own sister's wedding, she's probably going to kill him. So,
well, she's got to get used to being the brunt of the jokes, I guess.
Yeah, I would rather wear the dress than the clown outfit, to be honest. So,
It said, I asked my fiance if we could refuse him entry if he showed up in a literal clown outfit. And she was uncomfortable with that idea because she believes that even if we did, her parents or sister would let him in because they also think it's funny when he acts out.
Oh, well, it's good to know that the family supports him making a mockery of your wedding. I'm happy with that. Yeah, for sure. It's a weird one. But yeah, I think this is the prime example of people who need to just go and get married, like elope somewhere and get married so nobody can fuck up their wedding. Because clearly someone's going to. And then you can make a clown be part of it anyway. So,
Yeah, I feel like you need like a practical joke back at his wedding and just wait.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Like,
that's the one you wear the dress to.
That's the one where you buy like 10 pairs of used panties and then leave them in weird places at the wedding.
Or it's the one where you hire a hooker to interrupt the wedding and be like, hey, you're getting married? What about last night? It was like special. But anyway, yeah, you got to fuck them up on the rebound for that one, for sure.
Yeah. Well, another one of your stories went viral.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to guess which one?
Was it the one with the penguin?
No.
Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's not let go to the zoo anymore. But anyway, yeah. Which one? Which story?
The one about when you went to visit a hooker.
You'll have to be more specific, Jake. Come
on. When you went to visit a hooker and it said you've written, I will never forget the humiliating experience I had when I went to find a hooker and she laughed when I pulled down my pants because of the small size of my penis.
I thought it was unnecessary, to be quite honest. All right. So, I mean, I don't understand why someone would go through that experience, be embarrassed, and then write a story for the rest of the world to read, because the only people who knew about it was him and her.
I think that her professionalism is just not right.
I mean, it's not like you can complain to HR about her.
I think you should. I think that every brothel needs a HR department. There has to be, right? Like, if you're big enough, there would have to be.
I had an appointment with Brandy last week, and I had some issues.
Imagine that as your you like go to get a job at Microsoft as a HR director, and they're like, "What's your experience?" Well, I used to work at the Bunny Ranch as HR advisor.
And if we were short-staffed, just give out hand jobs. But that was just like, it only happened like twice. But yeah.
Well, the HR stood for hand relief on those days.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I think yeah, the professionalism was definitely not there from this service provider. But there you go. The lesson to be learned is if you're a lady who charges people money to play with their ding dongs, don't laugh at the small ones because they're very sensitive emotionally.
Yeah.
So. And if you're a gentleman with a small ding dong who gets laughed at, don't write a story and put it out in public because more people will laugh at you, sir.
Oh, so you could take that advice yourself.
Hey, I write stories to entertain people. It's all good. It's all good. That's all I'm concerned about.
Now you said I'd been so embarrassed and humiliated that I was not able to do anything. I just stood there and felt like a fool. I wanted to cry, but I was too embarrassed to do that even. I wanted to run away, but I was too embarrassed to do that too.
So what'd you do? Just stand there? It's like, just stand here for like my hour appointment or whatever.
This is the annoying thing about this. It doesn't actually go any further. It's like, that's where the interesting part is. Tell us what happened next.
Yeah. Like, did she stop laughing? Did she just roll around laughing for the hour?
It is kind of a challenge to just be like, fine, then, if you want to laugh, I'm going to put you out of work for the rest of the night with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's I mean, just you know what you're packing. So you know if it's what level you're on. You have a good idea whether it's the biggest in the world or the second biggest. So just, just
5,736.
I mean, that's still pretty high considering the number of people in the world. So, you're doing all right. You're doing all right in that level.
If you're in the bottom 1 million,
you're still probably doing okay. But yeah, I feel like and so you should not be surprised if you're packing a little baby dick, then
it's almost actually your prerogative to say so first.
I
if
would
it's
think
that small, you do have some obligation to be like, hey, the reason why I'm coming to you is because of this.
Maybe the dude in question was like all talking himself up and being like, well, you see what I'm going to give you, honey. You're not going to walk right for a week. And then she was like,
that's true, because I'll be laughing so hard.
Yeah. So, hey, is it, I'm sure the dude was expecting it. That's all I'm saying. He should turn it into a kink and enjoy it. There you go.
Yeah. Well, what's the most inconsiderate thing a grandfather can do?
I don't know. Maybe go and see the hooker first and show his big one to her. Not your little one. I don't know.
Yeah. Now that would be funny. Or literally just be like, take a look at this and start laughing.
Yeah, that would be pretty humiliating. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not as inconsiderate as this grandfather. It's taking me back how bad this is. Grandfather ruined this girl's birthday. Do you want to take a guess how he ruined the birthday?
He ordered a stripper and joined the stripper.
That'd be more considerate.
Okay.
This disgusting person died before her birthday.
How dare he? That is so inconsiderate. Yeah, I mean, of all the times you're going to die, try and not let it interfere with parties that are already pre-planned. Come on, dude.
Yeah. So this lowlife died 4 days before her birthday, and she said that she wanted to enjoy her birthday and not spend it in an effing crematorium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She complained about her grandfather and called him self-centered, asking him, is that hard to hang on to your effing life 4 days?
I mean, it's a lot to unpack here,
She also called him stupid for staying alive for her other family members' birthdays, but not hers.
And what part of America did this happen in?
I think this is Singapore.
Oh, okay. An interesting part of America. But
I wanted to spend my birthday with the rest of my effing life, enjoying it and not going to the effing crematorium because just nice. That's the effing day you move into the crematorium, whatever bullshit. I just needed you to be alive for 4 more days. Is it hard to hang on to your effing life 4 days, 4 effing days? But on a serious note, hope you rest in peace.
Fuck you, you prick. You ruined my fucking life, but have a nice afterlife yourself. Rest in peace, sir. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you know someone's birthday is coming up, you should try your best to hold on. You know, do whatever you can. But sometimes, like if you get shot in the head or something, it's just difficult to hold on for those 4 days. So yeah, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. But also, I feel like I hope someday someone's bitching about me dying on their birthday. That'd be great. Just looking back, I'm like, fuck you. You were my least favorite, so it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really pissed them off by like the will has something for everybody. Like everyone has left thousands of dollars to this one person is like, you get my collection of retro cars. Like Matchbox cars, little tiny dinky ones or something. And they're like, fuck, I didn't want that. Wanted his fucking money. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. And have a nice birthday.
Yeah. So. Well, what's the... Say you're on a plane and it gets cancelled. What's one of the worst ways that they could handle that?
So like you're already on the plane
well, you're in another city. They cancel the flight. You have to stay there overnight.
Okay.
And say they're putting you in a hotel.
They're putting you in a hotel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. The worst way they could handle it, they don't tell you. You've got to like figure it out for yourself. I don't know. Maybe you got to walk to the hotel and it's 10 miles away. Something. I don't know.
This may even be worse. So, customers were provided with a hotel because they had an issue with the flight and the door wouldn't work.
Okay.
For safety reasons, they had to. So they put the people in hotels. The only problem is that they decided to turn this into Tinder and put single people, male and female, into the same hotel rooms. Nice. And expect them to share a hotel room.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, here I am. I flew to Vietnam on Jetstar, this exact same company. My flight goes and takes off normally, whereas this one, they decide to play some games and
play some matchmakers.
Yeah,
get some kinky action going. I mean, get some stuff going on for their in-flight entertainment. Yeah, that is. I don't know exactly how I would feel about that.
Passenger told a person it's now unsafe. People are in tears. The passengers have since claimed that the hotel they're staying in has started pairing up single women with single men in rooms. This is a quote, they told one poor girl who is traveling alone they will give the next single guest a key to her room when they check in.
Yeah, nope. I don't want people I know having that situation. I don't want to go through that situation. Just weird random people coming into my room being like, hey, sex is happening now, whether you like it or not.
It's okay. We can build a pillow for it.
Yeah. I mean, the one time this happened to me, I was put up in a hotel and it was just really, really weird. And all my clothes were in my check-in luggage, which had already gone to the destination or something, or were on the plane. They couldn't give us our bags anyway. And they gave us like the skimpiest, most see-throughest t-shirt I've ever worn in my life. Like, this would have been the perfect T-shirt for a wet T-shirt competition. But it wasn't. It was a flight to Toronto the next day. And everyone was wearing them. It was weird. Anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, they didn't... Now I think what we should do is be like, is there a single lady in my room? Is this all part of the service? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. What if they're like, well, look, the plane's been delayed, but we organized you some stuff
have an amenity
in
kit
Vietnam
for you with some essentials. There will be a girl waiting in your hotel room. Okay. Every dude in the world is trying to get his flight canceled somehow so he can stay in a hotel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be cool with it, to be honest. There you go.
Well, the hotel we did stay in Vietnam had, the first one we stayed in literally had like massage girls outside. So every time you go in or out, you had to like deal with literally a line of 10 being like, massage, sir, massage.
And that was only when they were coming out of your room after, the massage services.
Yeah. So it's got to be intimidating for. I mean, these people were coming home, so they should have been used to the Vietnam experience by that point.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Like landing there and then having that is one thing, but I don't know. I feel like once you're there, you should be used to. There's going to be some weird stuff happening.
Yeah, just realize there's weird shit's going to happen. So
to be fair, the airline says that they didn't do that and they're trying to like find the hotel. But
it was the hotel. We're trying to make some exclusive content. All right.
Yeah, the hotel were like, well, we have a plane half full of single women and men. Let's be matchmaker.
We'll become so popular for doing this.
Or they could just have like not understood and translate like what's going on.
That's true.
Because most of those people in those hotels do not speak any English, especially the cheaper ones, which I assume they put them in. So
good chance, all right.
Yeah. Well, I want to know if you think this person was justified, this woman. So I'm going to explain their reasoning, and you can tell me if you think that she was justified.
Okay.
So we need an answer at both her reasoning and then what other people say happened.
Okay.
So basically this woman, the guy says that she ran him over.
Okay.
Because he ate one of her chips.
Okay.
And there's a quote, I thought she was finished. I shouldn't have asked for the chip. So was she justified to run him over?
Was he a stranger or just like on a date? Or
his girlfriend.
I think it was an overreaction.
Sure.
So, with the information I have so far, I think it was.
Well, a man alleges his girlfriend tried to run him down with her car because he asked for a hot chip, a court heard.
Yeah. Okay.
So she faced a bail hearing charged with aggravated endangering life and driving in a reckless, dangerous manner. He told the court he made the mistake of asking for and getting a chip from her chicken and salad pack while the two were in her Subaru traveling on a busy street on Sunday afternoon. I shouldn't have asked for the chip, he told the court. I had a chip and she pulled over and asked me to get out. She denied the allegations in court and claimed she'd come to his aid that day because he'd called her saying he was unwell. Okay. She said she was taking him to the hospital, but on the way, he had assaulted her in the vehicle, making her stop to let him out. The solicitor said she was not intending on harming him, but accidentally hit the accelerator while trying to do a U-turn on her way to notify the police.
Okay. All right.
So
two different stories here now. Very different, but
the car eventually crashed into another vehicle driving in the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. She's seen him run off. She has attempted to do a U-turn to go to the police station. She has, by mistake, stepped on the accelerator rather than the brake and then hit the pole as described in the CCTV footage.
All right. Well, I mean, there's two different
Even
things.
her solicitor says it's accepted that on the viewing the CCTV footage that it might look like there was an attempt to endanger the complainant's life. So he says she tried to run him over because he took her chip.
Yeah.
She says she got out, U-turned to go tell the police, but hit the accelerator by mistake and then run him over.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I guess one of them is telling the truth.
But who is telling the truth?
I don't know. I love the idea of he took a chip and she was like, "Get out of the fucking car." Ran him over on purpose.
But either way, if that isn't the case, then you have to believe that she was going to go to the police station because she was concerned for him, but accidentally hit the accelerator and ran him over, and that's her explanation as to why on CCTV it shows her running him over.
It looks like I tried to endanger him, but that wasn't the case. So I should be forgiven. Yeah, relationships, man, they're hard, you know. Sometimes you gotta accidentally run over your partner. So, you know, it's fine. All good.
Yeah, well, she also sacked her first lawyer and then briefly represented herself before then using the duty solicitor.
Always a sign of innocence.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. This is one of those court cases that should be made into like a drama by HBO or one of those companies. I think it's going to be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. This.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
in the car, nobody knows.
I want to just say that I, not knowing them intimately, but would happen to go with the guy and say that, given that she's on footage running him over and accidentally hitting the accelerator because you're going to go tell the police, doesn't seem very likely to me. So therefore, we have to believe that the guy, by that logic, that the guy did in fact take a chip without asking, and asked, and therefore was run over as a result.
I think the very important lesson to learn here is, if your girlfriend has chips, don't take a chip in the car. Just don't do it. You could end up seriously injured or in court about it. So just be very careful. It's not as innocent as it seems, taking a chip or asking for a chip. So, you know, be careful out there.
Yeah, I mean, especially, if your girlfriend happens to be driving and decides to drive into oncoming traffic.
Mm-hmm. It's just for an additional piece of advice when your girlfriend's driving. It's also not a good time to tell her you had an affair with her sister. That's just a side note.
No, but she's not even saying anything like that. She's saying she accidentally hit the accelerator. Like, this is not even a, like, if that was at least the reasoning.
I mean, who here hasn't accidentally hit an accelerator and accidentally run over somebody, 16 times? I mean, who hasn't done that? I don't know. Like, it's quite easy to do.
Who may or may not have taken one of your chips.
His payback. It was like, yeah, I'll show you. Waited outside their workplace for them and then accidentally hit the accelerator. You know, it happens. It's an accident. It's a less likely thing to happen, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, she should wear better footwear so she doesn't.
It's extremely important to wear the correct footwear. So.
Yeah, it's also like very odd that he called her. Asked her to take him to the hospital. She then comes and does that. Then, then he assaults her.
Mm-hmm.
She kicks him out of the car. She then goes to go tell the police.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, when she decides to turn around, that is when she accidentally hit the accelerator. Drove into oncoming traffic to hit him.
Now, I'm no expert in driving a car. However, I feel like maybe she could have controlled it better than this. I don't know, but
I'm no expert on like court-ordered solicitors, but I feel like if your solicitor says maybe we need a better story. Or if in the case of your solicitor doesn't say that, maybe the court needs to, get better solicitors.
I think so.
Or just don't steal chips.
That's a great idea. It's a great idea.
But I do love the idea that saying that this guy is right, whether he is or isn't, I'm saying hypothetically, let's say that he is. Therefore, she kicked him out of the car and then drove into oncoming traffic all because he did steal one chip.
Yes.
Which he asked her for.
I'm not going to name names, but I know some ladies who would probably do that. So, yeah. I've known, I'm not going to say unstable. I'm not going to say that, but if you want to think that, that's fine. Over food at hungry times, let's just say. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, well, you've heard of BDE, and we had a story before about a SDE. But have you heard of NDE?
No. Is that like? I don't even know. I don't know what that is. I don't think, but there we go.
Well, this story, there are multiple versions of it. One of them, it's titled "No Dick Energy." Indonesian woman severs boyfriend's penis after he threatened to spread their sex tape.
Was it worth it? Was it? Yeah, that's just awful.
So the victim asked the suspect to have sex, but the suspect refused because she was offended by what the victim had said earlier. The suspect assaulted the victim because the victim threatened the suspect that he would spread their sex tape.
Which they hadn't made yet?
Well, they had. So.
Oh, okay.
That version of the article kind of sucked, and I found another one which is better. So, a furious woman allegedly cut off her boyfriend's penis after he threatened to spread their sex tapes when she refused to sleep with him.
Okay.
The man was rushed to hospital with blood loss after the reported attack by his lover at a hotel. Now, it's going to be fun to go down to reception and be like, I'm missing my penis. Can you help?
Anyone find a stray penis? And if your cleaner finds it or something, could you help?
Or even just the wait on, when you call the reception in the hotel, like just that wait, even if it's 2 dials, like my penis has been cut off. So he made advances towards his partner, but she was not in the mood and rejected him. Witnesses said the pair, who had been together for more than half a year, were not heard arguing. But howls of pain were heard as the man had his manhood severed. He's currently in intensive care.
Why is this lady carrying around instruments that can cut off a penis? Like, what's going... I mean, because your regular scissors isn't doing the job, I don't think. So...
I mean, you've tried, so you would be able to tell us.
I mean, I don't know. I can't give out secret information, but I mean, I just want to know how, and why was this her reaction? Surely there's more.
Well, this is a bit weird. So, based on the suspect's statement, they'd been in a relationship for around 7 months, so they made an appointment to meet at a hotel. Then the man asked to have sex, which the woman refused. Now, it is weird that she would meet at the hotel. Like, what else were they going to do there? I
mean, play Scrabble or something.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're traveling, sure, we understand why you're getting a hotel. But if you hire a hotel in the same city,
I mean, I don't know what you're implying.
Well, you're either going to play Scrabble or cut off some penises, I guess.
Yeah, all right.
When he was denied sex, the man threatened to spread the videos of their intimate activities. Then when he was ready to take a shower, the suspect carried out the attack. She took a knife belonging to the man and cut off his penis.
Oh, it's worse when it's your knife. It's your fault, man. Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude. Who brings a knife to a sexy time hotel meeting? What are you doing?
There's a lot of weirdness in this story.
Yeah.
A lot of weirdness.
Wow.
The receptionist at the hotel said he did not hear any noise from the couple's room until the incident happened. The woman approached the receptionist after the attack, requesting medical assistance for her partner, who was bleeding profusely at the scene. Also weird that she would cut it off and then go and then say we need medical assistance.
Yeah. My partner has cut himself. What's happened? Well, he fell on a knife and his penis is chopped off. So, yeah. I feel for you, buddy. That's horrible. That is horrible. Go into the hotel with a penis. Leave the hotel without a penis. 1-star review on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, I wish we could find the hotel. It's not named, but it would be fun to check their excellent stay, very clean. My only complaint was I got here with a penis.
Let's just say when I left, I was missing a huge part of myself. I've never been the same. All right, well, good call.
Yeah, I mean,
stay at the Hilton next time.
But you can't go too cheap on a hotel.
True.
If you want to learn any lesson from this, sadly, there's no follow-up, which
I think this our follow-up is if you're going to learn anything, if you're going to meet your lover in a hotel, don't bring a knife sharp enough to cut your own dick off. That's just tempting.
Or do not let it get into the hands of the other person.
Yeah, I mean, I would, just be very careful with such an instrument. Yeah, and also don't let anyone cut your dick off. That's the other thing to do.
It's a valuable lesson for the day.
I've lived my entire life by that motto. Don't let anyone cut your dick off.
Well, what is the best reason to break up with someone? Obviously, other than they've chopped your dick off.
The best reason, we just talked about it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because you started dating their mom. I think that's a good one.
That's not quite up there with this one.
Okay.
Before dating my ex, Jess, in brackets a fake name, and I were best friends. I was never really one to become attached to friends easily, but within 3.5 short years, we created the most beautiful connection I've ever been a part of.
Sure.
Together, we climbed out of our respective rock bottoms and it's inspired each other to put our lives back together. We would have the most intense and in-depth conversations about our trauma, upbringing, past experiences. We will then discuss why we are the way we are and do things we are. This girl was someone I had thought of as the girl of my dreams. We started dating and it was absolute heaven at first. Then, as it often happens, a bunch of small stuff transpired that I'm not going to get into here. Then came the breakup. I went to my friend's place for drinks. Yes, maybe I could have invited Jess, but it wasn't her scene, and she went out drinking with her workmates, so I thought it'd be all good. Spoiler alert, it was not.
Oh, no.
She started off by sending me nice, cute, drunk messages. How I was the lover of her life, etc. Then I screwed up majorly. Can you guess what he did?
This feels like a dick pic situation, but not his own.
He's the 7 penis I found earlier.
Look what I'm doing when you're out getting drunk.
No, well, he was also out getting drunk. Well, what he did was much worse.
Slept with her mom.
Worse than that.
Okay.
I didn't respond for 12 whole minutes.
How dare he? Jesus. 12 minutes when you're out drunk is a fucking eternity.
Well, she started sending him message after message full of rubbish and untrue accusations. I replied a couple times, but eventually decided there was no reasoning with her in this state and blocked her on WhatsApp. I admittedly and a bit selfishly didn't want her to ruin my night. I counted the next day, and from memory, she sent over 100 messages in a 20-minute period before she was blocked. Later that night, I checked Facebook to see where her head was at. She had the tendency to post statuses, memes when we were fighting, so I wanted to try to gauge whether if she switched to enjoying the night with friends, was upset. She had actually blocked me, and to be honest, I gave her a little nod of respect regarding her pettiness. I was like, yeah, no, that's fair, hey. So the next day I checked in to see whether she had unblocked me. Turns out she did, but she changed her Facebook relation status to single. And that's how I found out we had broken up.
I mean, you could call her and be like, hey, let's fucking get back together.
It would be funny if it's like, that was it. And you just never messaged her.
It's like, you changed your relationship status. It's over. And then he just gets into like this spiral of depression for 10 years. And she's like, if you just called me, we would have been fine.
All you had to do is send a message.
I think that's all he has to do in this situation. Be like, hey, sorry, I was drunk last night. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Take some ownership for being a bit of a dick, and you will then get some action. It's fine. That's how to do it. But yeah, I imagine there's a lot of relationships have been ruined by relationship statuses on Facebook. Like, she changed it to it's complicated. We're in a fight. I don't want to deal with it.
I will never speak to her again.
I just continuously watched this video of her being done by 5 guys that she randomly posted last night. Oh well.
Yeah, well, he could have called her, and let's just say that instead of calling her, he called the police with a bomb threat. What would be the biggest mistake he could make if you're going to do that?
I mean, calling from your, regular phone with the caller ID, showing your number and address and stuff. I don't know how it works, but if you're going to be an idiot and call
you should take notes for this because you're going to go to Hollywood soon.
Yeah.
And a would-be bomber threatened to blow up the Hollywood sign.
I mean, all right.
So he called the Hollywood Police Department Sunday, threatening to blow up the famous LA landmark to smithereens with pipe bombs unless they paid a whopping $10,000.
Okay.
Now, the problem is that he dialed the wrong police department, and instead of calling Hollywood, California, he called Hollywood, Florida.
It's pretty far away. It's pretty far away. So, yeah, you want to make sure you're calling the right place if you're going to call in a threat. So yeah, it's pretty basic right there.
Yeah, I mean it's the most basic part of bomb threats, really. Is calling the right place. Exactly.
So, double check everything that you're doing. Get your lines of what you're going to say. Get those practiced and ready, and then check the phone number a second or third time. That's all. Or when they answer, be like, "Is this Hollywood, California?" Just check. Just check. So,
are you in charge of the Hollywood sign?
If I wanted to call in a bomb threat to the Hollywood sign, would this be the right phone number?
Yeah, always do a preliminary call before, just to make sure.
Just asking for a friend.
It's Dave. I'm just calling. I'll be visiting soon, and want to make sure that when I make my bomb threat, I make it to the right place. Can I clarify?
Yeah, so you gotta be careful. Plan out your things properly. It's all good. I got it.
Yeah.
Good tip.
Well, finally, what would be the most awkward thing a father-in-law could do for a wedding?
Bring his new 18-year-old girlfriend.
No. My fiance proposed to. It's not even close. Like you're gonna be kicking yourself when you hear this.
Okay.
My fiance proposed to me about 8 months ago. We decided on having a relatively small wedding, which is in 2 days. Everything was going great. He seems absolutely perfect, and we are very much in love.
Okay.
I am a virgin, and so is he.
Okay.
He wanted to save it for marriage, and I wasn't fussed, so I agreed to saving it.
Okay.
He has told me earlier that his family, the father checks the virginity of the bride the night before the wedding. I laughed this off as seriously it sounds like a massive joke.
Yes.
No, it turns out he was dead serious. He wants me the night before to open my legs up in a small ceremony type thing so his dad can check me while him, his brothers, and uncle can watch so that they can know that I am still pure.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's just fucking weird. Everybody gather around. We're just going to check your vagina. Just to see.
You guys got the popcorn?
Imagine if they're like, well, we're not sure. What's this thing here? Just poking at it. Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean, I think as the groom in this situation, you've got to be like, I'm not letting you see my bride's vagina.
Yeah, but he wants it.
That's the thing. That's weird. It's more weird that he wants it.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. He needs his dad's input and his uncle's.
That's the last thing you want in this situation.
Before you buy a car, you might want to bring your dad over to come and check the secondhand car out to see like the.
I mean, I think that's very different. I think that's very different.
It's a more bigger commitment though, so
Yeah. I still am going to say no. No, I think I think I would be freaked out by that as well, to be honest with you. So anyway, but it's interesting, like, in our family we have this ritual, so it means other people have been like,
it says he said he knew it was slightly embarrassing for me, but his mom did, and it will prove how much I love him.
Nope. I'm just not having it. I mean, like, if his mom came along and was like, right, whip your cock out, all of us aunties and sisters are going to be having a good look just to make sure it's up to standard, I'd be like, no.
Okay.
No,
fantasies come true.
I mean, that was the bachelor party. You should have been there. No, I'm not feeling it. I think no, you should just accept her word for it. And also, I don't think a group of dudes standing around staring at her vagina is a good idea. So that's all.
Yeah, I mean,
well, weird rituals people come up with. There you go.
I mean, I think it's a great ritual. Imagine being the one who starts it though. Like, you're just like, going forward in my family.
Can you imagine a future now where it's like, oh yeah, we're doing that ritual. Which one? The one where we check the vagina?
Check. We try it out. It's our family's ritual that the bride-to-be loses her virginity on the evening of the wedding to the father of the groom. So.
Well,
like, but Dad, I'm gay, or my brother's gay. It's like, well, his boyfriend's gonna have to learn the hard way. I don't want to do it, but sometimes I gotta do it.
It's there are sometimes images that I just know I'm never getting out of my head.
Or imagine like this guy has a brother and the brother is gay, and they want to be an inclusive family. So they're like, look, we're going to have to bring your future husband to come and show his ass to me, your uncle, and your grandfather. I
mean, look, if it's good for one, it's good for the other.
It's inclusivity. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
we're all about equality in this family. So, show me your husband's ass.
I literally am lost for words. So yeah, yeah. Well, thankfully, I haven't been presented with any of those situations yet, but now I'm very scared.
Just wait till your wedding night.
I thought it was going to be special, but just not in that way.
Dave, we have a tradition of the family pegging. It's
well,
on the altar of the wedding.
I am having second thoughts about this wedding.
Before you say I do, it is important to the family that you do get pegged by my grandmother. And it's also important that you're facing towards the crowd so that everyone can see your face as this happens.
Yeah, I think I'll just stay not married for a while. Just my thoughts. But yeah, I mean, that's another episode where we have probably ruined the whole idea of marriage for so many people. So
that is why you need to drink at a twosome place. And you can always say, well, I'm sorry, but this is a twosome. We can't be having your dad looking at my vagina.
Yes. Just anyway.
As lovely as that would be to join in the family tradition, I only drink coffee at a twosome place, and therefore I'm going to have to pass.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. We certainly shine a light on all these wonderful rituals that take place, and
hopefully spread them and grow them.
Exactly, grow them, educate people on how they can introduce them to their own family.
Yeah, I think anyone listening should be going back to their family and saying, I've just heard of this great ritual. I think we need to bring it into the family starting now.
Where do you bring up that conversation? So, you know how we're getting married on Thursday? Well, my dad needs to inspect your vagina. Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Don't worry, my grandfather did it with mom, so it's all good.
But he had to do it a second time because he was like...
he was on the fence, wasn't sure.
Yeah. So, anyways...
Also, like how much looking is it? It's not like you just pull the pants down and we're all good. Like,
dude,
did they have to go in there with like a stethoscope and a spatula and? Well, you know how there's these cameras now. Anyone can actually buy a camera that goes inside. So,
yeah.
Look, that doesn't need to be in the room, but he does need me to put a camera inside of you and investigate.
I feel like, I am very disturbed by this right now. So we'd like to thank that family for their crazy traditions and for giving us all a new idea for what to do when we're getting married. So,
yeah. Life changing.
Absolutely. Well, with that, I'm going to go have a nightmare. And thanks for that imagery. I appreciate it.
I feel like you should at least put that in your Tinder profile.
The next time I have one, I will, for sure.
Just so you know, it is family tradition that should we get married, my dad will need to see your vagina.
For reasons of marriage, you should be an exhibition.
Yeah.
We'll get into that after 3 months of our relationship. But I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna leave with you. And it's been another good one. I'll catch you on next week's show, where I will no doubt be disturbed even further.